It's Alan from Alpus Group, and I'm going to explain to you my PIN Mastermind journey during the last year. This is the things that I've achieved in the period since January 2022, yeah, it's more or less what happened. I was basically frustrated property developer investor. Started investing in property for development in 1983. Successfully completed some refurbishments and conversions during the 1980s. And there was a property boom in the UK during the late 1980s, and then that was followed by a severe property crash around 1990. And I found it impossible to get funding from high street banks for development. And the UK's financial system was in meltdown in the early 1990s. I was unaware of private sources of finance. I went into infrastructure development mainly since this was safe employment. I needed income to maintain a family and a lifestyle, and I had a good career with some good companies such as Railtrack, Arup and ACOM. And I managed some major projects for others up to £1.5 billion, value being the largest of these. I restarted investing in property around 2005 with some mixed success, and had some disappointing experience of other property training and mentoring. I've got a massive amount from Mastermind Virtual 4, which is Simon Zucchi's Mastermind training program. It offers a massive amount of education, plus coaching, plus mentoring, accountability and support. I became increasingly aware of the global possibilities for property investment and development, and I got better education regarding profitable strategies, renewed belief in what I can do. There was excellent coaching, excellent mentoring, excellent support from the MMV4 team, excellent accountability, and I was working with some really great colleagues on MMV4. There were 8 of us in all, from completely different backgrounds and locations. One lady was based in Switzerland, Camilla, Wendy in Hong Kong. We had other members, different areas in the UK, looking at different sort of strategies, but all in all, a fantastic group of people to work with. And I got an introduction to the amazing global PIN network during this year, which involves property investors from all over the world who might be interested in investing in the UK. I worked with Camilla Gelsberg-Hansen from Switzerland on 1 or 2 projects during the year. I worked with Paul Collier from Sell My Property Portfolio during the year. I've worked with Simon Coulson on a JV on a site that's problematical that we're looking at building out. This is for 2 detached dwellings, potential gross development value about £1.5 million. I worked with Jay Hastings on developing webinars and also on lead generation for property investors. And I have other prospective JVs and investors that I'm working with at the moment. And I also monetized my YouTube channel, Alpus Property Development, during the year. These are these joint ventures that I've carried out. Deals done during the MMV4 year. Sold 1 property in Slovenia for a profit of approximately £100,000. Bought a second property in Slovenia, which I'm converting to a multi-generation holiday let, likely to make a profit in 2023, approximately £100,000. A joint venture with Paul Collier on a Grantham 10-bedroom serviced accommodation, gross development value notionally £750,000, with a profit of around £50,000. The calculations are still being done on this one. joint venture with Simon Coulson for 2 detached houses in Brighton, GDV 1.4, possibly 1.5 million. The profit depends on the final exit strategy and could be potentially £100,000 per annum if those 2 detached houses are actually let as holiday lets in that location in Brighton. I've converted 1 buy-to-let to serviced accommodation, increased the revenue and profit by £10,000 per annum. I had an offer on a care home which just was declined last week. Had it been accepted, then I would have been in a position to develop approximately 17 houses subject to planning permission. That's 11 flats and 6 semi-detached houses with a gross development value in the region of £6.1 million and a potential profit of in the region of £800,000. Pipeline deals, purchase of residential portfolio of houses with Paul Collier, 1 3-bedroom house to family let in December, revenue potentially £30,000 per annum, 1 2-bedroom flat convert to serviced accommodation in January 23, increased revenue approximately £3,600 per annum, and a former training block convert to supported living or co-living, gross development value approximately £1 million. I've built relationships with agents, deal sourcers and other property people. And my top tips for anyone undertaking property investment and bearing in mind the training that I've done on Mastermind is to follow the training and trust the process, because the training is very thorough and comprehensive and the process is proven. So all you have to do is follow the training, do the training that you're advised to do at the time that it's advised you to do it, and then trust the process and the rest will follow. Mindset is the most important thing to work on. You need to believe in what you're doing and you need to believe that you can succeed with what you do. Relationships with both vendors and investors are key. They must like you, and in the case of investors, they must trust you. They must trust you that they'll get their money back, not just that they may get a return on their money, but that they get their original investment back. And you must give a good return on investment in order to attract more investors. So it's a competitive marketplace out there, and the likes of Crowd Property would offer 8% interest on investments from investors, and that's secure. So your investment must offer at least an equal return and also be secure. So you need to be looking at 8% plus and offering security with loans that you accept from investors. And you must raise your profile for investors in order to be known. So people need to know what you do so that they know who to contact when they get a suitable property they become aware of or situation that may be of interest to you. And you must raise your profile for potential sellers as well. You need to be known as a buyer of property. And this happened to me on the Mastermind year when a portfolio landlord actually contacted me following viewing of a video that I'd done. And to be honest, I never thought anyone much watched my videos, but clearly, some people watch the videos and it's a message which hits home with them. And also you must be credible in order to be fundable. You must have the track record and the team around you that will give you the credibility with funders, that they will trust you with funds to invest and also to return that investment plus interest. Thanks very much.